Hello, my name's Hugh Williams and I'm the founder of SheUltra. You're either watching this on the SheUltra email to all the entrants, or you're listening to it on the Get Up and Run podcast, or you're watching it on YouTube. Over the next 3 months, as we go closer and closer to the SheUltra event this April, we'll be sharing hints and tips and also information about what's going on behind the scenes and ways to help you who are taking part to get the most out of your day here on the Llŷn Peninsula in North Wales. Now, first of all, we're about to set off in a week's time on the first of the SheUltra organised Recce's. Now, a Recce, for anybody who's new to this sort of thing, is a guided walk or a guided run along some of the segments of the route. But before we go into that, I'm going to explain a little bit about where your £5 donation to enter onto one of these Recce's goes. We've got two projects that we're supporting with this. One of them is with a local company that is run by my friend Shan and her other friend, and it's called Shan. And what they do is the wildlife, the sheep that you'll see on the Llŷn Peninsula, they're sheared locally, and then the wool is sent down towards West Wales where it's weaved, comes back in looms, and then Shan makes them into these lovely jumpers. There's jumpers and different coats as well that you can purchase, and they're really, really warm. However, out of the wool, there's always extra wool that is left over. And rather than that going to waste, we are going to be making and donating mastectomy cushions for any of the women that have had a mastectomy. You know, those pillows that you get from the hospital, which you can wear either when you're in and around the house or maybe travelling. I know in first instance, I had open heart surgery in 2020. The hormones from my neuroendocrine cancer had worn out 3 of my heart valves. And I required a pillow to sleep on and also to put underneath when I was driving, when I was well enough. And for the quality, the synthetic wool doesn't hold its shape as well as real wool. And the wool here is really good quality. So we're going to be making, with Shan and the team, locally made mastectomy cushions that are going to be donated then to local hospitals, women in need, and various centres that will be able to give them out. And that's all because of you taking part in the Recce's. So if it's raining or if you're feeling a little bit tired and you don't want to go, just know what you're doing is, well, those small steps that you're doing is making a bigger impact elsewhere. As well as part of the £5 donation for the SheUltra Recce's that are going on from January and February, we'll be working with one of our suppliers, which is Crib Goch Outdoors, based in Llanberis and over in Bethgelert. What we noticed, we work with quite a few charities. We give a lot of free places. And there's a charity that we work with called Ascend, and they help rehouse women who are fleeing war-torn countries. And last year we were able to fly over from Poland 2 women that had fled Afghanistan during the war, and we put them up and we gave them 3 free places for the SheUltra. For any of you that were there last year, you'll have seen them in and around on the Pen Llŷn. Now, when they arrived, although we'd given everything for free, they didn't have any kit. So the SheUltra ambassadors were able to put a kit together and give it to them and so on. But it made us all think that from now we're going to have free kits tailor-made for any women that are taking part with no income, sheltered housing, or with one of the other charities that we work for with, the National Running Charity based in Manchester. We've been supporting them for 10 years with free places on our mixed events. So by you taking part in the SheUltra Recce's, you're also making a massive difference already before the actual event. So there we are. This is one of the first little hints, tips, information behind the scenes, interviews. But if you've got any questions now, any questions at all, please let us know. We've got a designated email, which is info@beautifully-brutal. And we've also got, we're able to, with our SheUltra ambassadors, we're able to get them to give you a call. Isn't that good? So if you are brand new to this distance, or if you just want a bit of information from somebody who might be around your pace or travelling from the same area, that's one of our SheUltra ambassadors, well, they can phone you up and they can talk first instance. And I think that really does put you at ease. All that is free of charge. The not helpline, the chat line, news, gossip and scandal line. But it's always good to chat with somebody who's done an event before, but not only done it before, but is in the same kind of, some people, they might go for a couple of walks before doing the SheUltra. Other people will be training for it and other people will be racing it. But because there's no cut-offs, only smiles, we're able to facilitate your questions and just building up a bit of, new friendships and relationships with our SheUltra ambassadors. And we've got loads here to answer any questions. So there we are. I hope that updates you a little bit with everybody signed up. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. You'll be able to see some of the old videos of last year. This year, we've got planned, next week, we'll be doing a webinar, which is in our next little video, with the SheUltra Nightingales. We set about having female medics at SheUltra last year, and one of the other things where the funding from the SheUltra goes, from the SheUltra Legacy Fund goes, is to help pay for female nurses to qualify to be able to give medical support out on the course and so on. So as well as having the female medical team at different points along the ultra, you've also got the SheUltra Nightingales who'll be walking or running with you. We've done our research, so we know what things you might require as well. So that's along the way, which is really exciting. And once again, that's something that we've asked you questions about, what you'd like to see, what happens. So there we are. That webinar is going to be with Essex and Fiona and my good self. And there we are. Right then, stop panicking. That's all I can say. Just stop panicking. And as saying goes, rather than worry, look at it with wonderment. I'm Hugh Williams. Don't forget to subscribe. Just have fun.